Do you want to deal with it?
Aesop knew that what he was saying in his fables was an allegory. Aesop was in no doubt about that. Anybody who's ever read Aesop is in no doubt about it. 50%, as Richard told us, of the American public believe literally that the book of Genesis is fact.
That's not Genesis' fault, that's the 50% fault.
Exactly, but it's... But people who are going to defend Genesis and who are going to stand up in pulpits and preach from Genesis must take some responsibility to disabuse their flocks of this literal mindedness. But I went further and said we don't know what the Bronze Age herdsman who first codified this particular myth believed. Maybe they did think it was literally true. And Richard Harries then said that stories can change their meaning as history goes by, as the centuries go by, we interpret them in different ways. That's sort of all right. I mean, I can kind of see that, but it worries me when an awful lot of people take them as factually true, and I sort of feel that at least some respect should be given to the intention of the original meaning. If Aesop had believed literally in the story of the fox and the grapes, and we said, oh, well, of course, Aesop, never mind what he believed, we take it to mean that it's the story of the sour grapes. I sometimes feel, I mean, let me give you a little allegory of my own. Suppose that at some future time, the double helix, the DNA double helix, is shown to be false. But by then, the whole of science has become so wedded to the idea of the double helix that they say, oh, well, of course, it's not actually true that there's a double helix, but what's the deeper meaning of the double helix? I mean, what's the symbolic, allegorical meaning of the double helix? Something about the twisting round of the helices symbolizes human love, or I mean, you could have enormous fun doing that kind of thing, but it would be kind of silly, wouldn't it?